Hello everybody, I'm back once again. God is still speaking through visions and dreams. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. The Lord is soon to return. Can you feel it in the air? I can feel it. I can feel it, you guys. Something major is coming. Little battle fatigue. Been experiencing a little battle fatigue. Okay? Man, I have to pray for strength. The Lord told us to pray that we'll have strength enough to pass through all these things. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how your Christian life has been, but I've been carrying some weight. Okay? I'm not fighting just for me, man. I'm fighting for others as well. People are not even serious anymore. A lot of people, they're not even serious anymore. And this country is being surrounded right now. Y'all been keeping up with things? Okay, I'm a Bible prophecy teacher. I keep up with this kind of stuff. This country is being surrounded right now. This country is already invaded. It's already invaded. None. They're not wearing the uniforms, but they're in here. They're in here ready to strike. This country's been sold out already, y'all. Been sold out already. This country's already surrounded. Y'all been keeping up what's going on? There are Russian and Chinese destroyers sitting off the coast of Alaska, and the U.S. have sent U.S. destroyers up that way. And I'm going to tell you something. They got submarines sitting off our coast already. Russia. They got submarines. They've been there for a long time. Submarines. They've been there for a while. Okay? They got missiles. They got nuclear missiles right now in Cuba, pointed at the United States. But you're not going to hear this on the news. You're not going to hear this on the news. Listen, this is what I got on here to talk about, though. There's a video that's been circling. That little brawl that took place in Alabama a few days ago. The videos went viral already. And listen, Christians, us church folks, and this is to me first, I have to watch myself with this, okay? Guard your heart with all diligence, okay? Guard your heart with all diligence. We got to be careful, okay, not to let our heart become, we should not rejoice. The Bible said we should not rejoice in iniquity. Okay? We should not celebrate iniquity. We should not rejoice in mayhem. Okay? We should not be glad to see the black man knock the white man out. Okay? We shouldn't be glad for that. We shouldn't be glad to see the black man take revenge on the white man. Okay? We shouldn't be glad for that. Sometimes I think we forget that these are souls that God is still trying to win. Listen, we should not rejoice in iniquity. We should not rejoice in lawlessness. Guard your heart. Don't let your heart be filled with hate towards someone else. Listen, when this little brawl took place in Alabama between these black people and these white people, a lot of black people was rejoicing over that. They thought this was a wonderful thing that black people stood up and fought back. Now, to some degree, we should stand up for what's right. Okay? And we should defend what's right. But be careful, don't let your heart become filled with revenge and resentment. Okay? But we should seek peace in every way that we can. Don't let your heart be filled with hatred towards someone else. You see something like that going on, don't y'all know we're not supposed to rejoice over that? Okay? That could easily turn into something major in this country. Okay, we really should pray that nothing more or worse come out of that. You know, so I guess my concern is, listen, as Christians, we got to watch ourselves. We can't rejoice over stuff like that. Okay? We can't rejoice over. I was watching the news also how Africa is standing up. The entire continent of mostly the majority of African continent, is standing up against the United States. Standing up against France. It's about time. It's long overdue. Long overdue. Africa, the entire African continent has been walked on, trampled on, used. They have been enslaved in their own country. They have been enslaved in their own countries. They have been enslaved on their own continent. It's about time they stand up. And they're about to go to war over this. Here these the Europeans, France and the United States, they're saying if they can't get these minerals and this gold and this other stuff that they need or want, they're willing to send in an army and take these people's stuff. So Africa is saying no, it's going to be a fight. Unfortunately for Africa, though, they still haven't learned. They're joining with Russia. And as I've said for years, Africa is going to join with Russia. And we're seeing it now. It's happening now. When in the book of Revelation, when the beast in Revelation that has the body of a leopard, feet like a bear, head like a lion, mouth like a lion, or something, 4 heads like a leopard, body like a leopard. I've always said that leopard represented the African nations and the Arab nations. They're going to join with Russia. They're doing it right now. It's happening right now. Okay? It's happening right now. And they're coming here. Those African nations, they're coming here. They're coming to America. They're coming to plunder. Okay? They're coming to plunder. Listen. Yeah, it's good to see Africa standing up. When we saw this little incident in Alabama, that brawl in Alabama on the internet, you know, we thought, hey, all right, black people standing up. Listen, y'all, as Christians, we got to be careful with that. Okay? Now, that bloodshed is probably going. It's inevitable. It's coming. Okay? There will be a clash between good and evil. But we got to be careful of what part we play in all this. Guard your heart with all diligence. God help me to get this message across to them, because I know what I'm trying to say here. Listen, you got to guard your heart. Keep your heart pure. Don't let any hatred be found in your heart. The Bible said, any man that hates his brother is a murderer. And a murderer does not have eternal life. I don't care what white people have done to us in the past, you cannot afford to hate them. You cannot afford to hate them. Okay? You cannot afford to hate Zimmerman. Y'all remember Zimmerman? You remember him? If you were to see Zimmerman on the street and need some help, you're supposed to help him. Okay? You're supposed to help him. You see a Ku Klux Klan needs some help, you're supposed to help him if you can, if he wants your help. We cannot afford to hate, man. We got to keep our heart pure from hatred. The Bible said a man that hates his brother does not have eternal life. It says you are a murderer. It says people are murderers, that if you just hate a person, okay? And because see, you may not have never killed anybody, actually physically killed anybody, but we can kill with our mouths. We can kill with our tongue. Death and life is in the power of the tongue, right? So we can destroy that way. But we have to watch our heart, y'all. Okay, and it doesn't matter what's taking place in this world, or what's going to take place. We cannot rejoice in iniquity, the Bible said. Love does not rejoice in iniquity. Love does not rejoice in lawlessness. If the race war break out or something, we can't rejoice in that. There's a lot of people who lose their lives, and they're not going to be saved. Wow. They're not going to be saved. I remember years ago when the United States invaded Iraq. Okay, our government lied. They went over there and invaded Iraq, and they killed all those people, and they killed children as well. And a lot of Christians was rejoicing over this. A lot of Christians were celebrating this. Listen, we're not to take part in that kind of celebration. You know, hey, yeah, well, you know, the United States victory, the United States. Listen, I'm glad the United States got victory, but don't you know how many thousands of men that's not going to see their wives anymore in these type of wars? How many mothers are going to cry for their sons that died in battle? How many little girls are not going to see their daddies anymore? Little boys are not going to have a father? We're not to rejoice in this. As we move into these last days, you're going to have to guard your hearts. We're going to have to guard our hearts. We're going to have to lay aside every weight, every sin. Okay, anything that hinders us from finishing this race. We cannot, we will not make it with hatred in our heart, wanting revenge on the white man. Okay? Wanting revenge on the white man. What is that? Sorry about that. Okay, we're not going to make it wanting revenge on the white man. All right? Sorry about that, guys. We're not going to make it wanting revenge on the white man. Having hatred in our heart towards the white people, God calls you a murderer. Okay? We are in the very last minutes, y'all. Listen, we cannot afford to let our hearts get caught up with anything like that. Okay? We're going to have to guard our hearts. We're going to have to guard our minds. Okay? Alright? We're going to have to walk in love, y'all. We're going to have to walk in love. And I'm a little skeptical about, not skeptical, was this tough love that we talk about so often. This tough love the Christians, the church people talks about sometimes. I'm not sure about that tough love stuff. Okay? We're going to walk in the love of Christ. All right? We cannot rejoice when we see the black man whoop the white man. All right? I know we've been down and oppressed as a people for a long time. God has promised He's going to deliver us already. Okay? We will be delivered from the curses that we've been put under. But let God do that. And keep your heart and mind pure. Okay? Keep hatred out of your heart. Okay? Keep bitterness out of your heart. Okay? Don't think evil toward anybody. All right? If you see your white brother and sister need help, help them if you can. Don't rejoice for their downfall. Don't rejoice for that. Okay? Even if when the United States go to war with somebody, we shouldn't rejoice over them killing all those people. You know? We shouldn't do that, y'all. All right? Now listen. I feel a level of excitement, y'all, because I feel battle weary, but at the same time there's a level of excitement because I know that we are so close to the end. This thing is going to turn. It's going to change on a dime. It's going to change on a dime. Things are going to be going along just the way it's going right now, but things are going to change suddenly. Okay. So we got to be prepared, but you got to have your mind and your heart right with God. We cannot rejoice over evil and iniquity. Okay, we cannot rejoice over people being hurt, people fighting and killing each other. Okay? So yes, the Bible said that if you hate your brother without a cause, you are a murderer. Okay, you stand in danger of the judgment. I don't want to hate nobody. I want to get out of this world. I don't want nothing holding me back. Nothing. It's nothing here worth it. Okay? But I'm excited. I'm excited, y'all. We are on one hand, we're on the brink of disaster, it appears, in this world. But on the other hand, we have a bright future ahead. Okay? We have a bright future ahead. And I'm looking forward to my bright future. Alright? So, I didn't get on here to say much. I got on here to say that because I noticed a lot of people, black people, are rejoicing over these things. And as Christians, we got to be watchful, and we got to be careful of this. Okay? Got to keep our hearts and minds pure before God. Yeah, so if you've been watching the news, Africa is standing up. They're ready to fight. They're ready to take on the United States. They're ready to take on France. We're already surrounded. Y'all better hear me. We're already surrounded. This nation is already surrounded. We're already surrounded, y'all. Now, this standoff might last for another year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I don't know. But we're already surrounded. I've been asking God to show me, reveal to me what's coming in 2025 and 2027. There's something coming in 2025 and 2027, but I don't know what it is yet. I don't know what it is yet. The only thing he's given me is he said there will be an unexpected chain of events. Unexpected chain of events for 2025 and 2027. But I'm hoping he give me more. But if he don't, that's fine. I'm good with what he's already given me. It's not for us to know everything. So anyway, that's what I got on here to say. Don't rejoice in iniquity, y'all. Don't rejoice in lawlessness. Don't be glad to see someone get a beat down. Well, you know what? I saw this guy go in a store the other day. I don't know, you guys may have seen this video as well. He was stealing cigarettes and stuff, cigarettes and cigars, and putting it in the trash, loading the trash can up. Anyway, he was on his way out the door with it, and the store owners grabbed him and wrestled him down to the ground. One man held him to the ground, and the other man beat him with a pole. Okay? Now, you know, in a way, that was refreshing to see, I gotta admit. Because I hate lawlessness. Especially when nobody's doing anything about it. You know, people are just walking in stores and walking out with stuff. And so that was kind of refreshing to see. That somebody stood up to these people and put a stop to him doing this kind of stuff. But we got to be careful. We got to guard our hearts. Don't let hatred reside in your heart. Okay? Don't let hatred reside in your heart. Christ is soon to come, and we must be ready. We must be ready. And you guys keep up with what's going on. Know the signs of the time, as Jesus told us to do. We should know the signs of the time and be ready. Okay? All right. I guess that's all I got to say. I thought I had more, but this is enough. Guard your heart with all diligence. Guard your heart with all diligence. Don't get in this stuff. If a race riot break out in this country, don't get in that. Okay? Don't get in that. You might be hated for it, but you can't get in. We got to do it the way Christ did it. Okay? We got to do it the way Christ did it. And I appreciate all you guys that's watching. My sister Pearl, God bless you. We love you. And we will be praying for you as well. And I appreciate you all watching and listening. I'm gonna try to make more videos because I want to talk more about our rewards. Okay, we hear a lot about the doom and gloom, the World War III that's coming, the tribulation. I want to talk more about our rewards. Okay, our rewards that Christ is going to give us. And I wish there was some way I could help you see the glory that's going to be revealed in you. I know I'm talking all over the place here, but I want to get something over to you here now. You know, I remember I had a vision of Jesus Christ, or it appeared to be Jesus Christ, coming back to earth. And he was walking, but he was walking like he had this triumphant walk, the best I can describe it. It was like a triumphant walk, walking with power. And I said, but it looked like Christ. I said, no, that's not Christ. He's not powerful enough to be Christ. I said, that's me. And then I looked again. I said, no, that's not me, because that's too powerful for me. Okay, and I kind of went back and forth like that a few times, because it looked like the Lord, but it didn't look. The Lord was more than that. then it looked like me. But I didn't think I could look that powerful. So I asked God, I said, Lord, who is that? Is that Christ or is that me? He said, that's Christ in you, the hope of glory. So I want to talk more about this. You're going to be some very powerful people. Okay? Very powerful and very beautiful. Very beautiful people. Very wealthy people. Very smart people. Okay? Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Alright? But we're not to rejoice over the downfalls of other people. Just wait. God is going to bring you to your day. You will be the head and not the tail. Okay? So I want to talk more about that kind of stuff. Okay? Because we need to know what we're expecting in this new age that's coming. Okay? This golden age that's coming. Alright? Alright, I think this is all I got to say for tonight. Guard your hearts with all diligence. Okay? Don't let hatred and bitterness reside in your heart. Okay? Alright. God bless you. God still speaks through visions and dreams. Yes, He does. The Lord is soon to come. Let us be ready